So last week, an agreement was signed between the principals of the newly formed NASA alliance. Now, they insist that it is more than just a power-sharing agreement, but rather a blueprint to take the country forward. Now, this sounds familiar, doesn't it? We've heard this before. So lest we forget, similar pacts have not borne fruit, not for the principals involved, and perhaps not for Kenyans either. So let's go down memory lane, shall we? Yeah, I want to take you back to the year 2013 and the elections then. Kalonzo and Raila and Wetangula all signed a pact in which Raila Odinga pledged to run for one term only and that he would support Kalonzo Musyoka in this year's election, of course, with the running mate being Wetangula. Now, there was much discontent about this pact last year, with some citing it while asking Raila to now support Kalonzo Musyoka's bid for the top job. They said Kalonzo had been patient and it was now Raila's turn to return the favor. Those in support of Raila said this was in fact not applicable because Raila did not win the presidential election in 2013. I want you to remember that this pact, just like the NASA one, was lodged with the Registrar of Political Parties. But in case you think this is the only example, it's not. Let's take you further back to a historic time in the country, and that is the 2002 election. 8 leaders, then known as the Summit, including Mwai Kibaki, Kijana Wamalwa, Raila Odinga, Kalonzo Musyoka, Charity Ngilu, Saitoti Awori, and Kirwa, all came together, as you see on your screen, and signed a pre-election pact that went on to oust the ruling party KANU from power. Although it won the 2002 elections, that unity was short-lived after the leaders differed over the push for constitutional reforms. Matters were made worse with claims that President Kibaki shortchanged Raila Odinga in the now infamous MOU, where Odinga was to be appointed Prime Minister. This MOU was not made public, and it was believed to be a gentleman's agreement between the two leaders. So, taking a look at all of this now that we've gone down memory lane with the history of all of these political pacts, some of them formal, others just a mere gentleman's agreement, tonight we're asking you whether you think the NASA alliance stands a chance. That agreement that they signed, does it stand a chance? Only time will tell, and indeed, perhaps unless we forget, a few months, a few years from now, we'll be reviewing that. Lest we forget, this is not the first pact we're seeing. Will it be beneficial to the leaders, to you, the Kenyan voter? We'll wait and see.